Vega or Vega, I don't know how to pronounce it specifically, represents the amount an options premium will be affected by a 1% change in the underlying volatility. I'll briefly show you this, folks, but what I want to focus more on is the volatility itself and how it impacts not only the stock, but every option attached to that stock. Rho represents the change in an options premium relative to change in the risk-free interest rate or interest rate changes. Now these last two, Vega is actually pretty important because it shows a dollar amount that will be added to or subtracted from the current premium based on a 1% change in volatility up or down. Now that's going to affect puts and calls specifically, individually, and differently. So one thing, the reason why I don't think we teach too much about the Vega or Vega, however I want to pronounce that, is because we skip right to the volatility of the underlying. Once you'll see with the Vega, the changes are very subtle and they're very close. The only time that Vega makes a difference is if you go from month to month to month, or I should say, expiration cycle to expiration cycle. Within the same expiration cycle, they're very close to each other. A volatility surge of 1 or 2% will have a bigger effect on all options more so than a specific one, if you guys follow me. So we kind of accept the fact of what Vega is and decide to treat it as a whole when it comes to volatility increase and decrease on the whole stock and all options. Rho is a very small change in percentage. We actually did have an interest rate change here a little while ago, not to date this class. But when interest rates do change, you're going to find small changes in options prices. Now that's along the board with anything.